Welcome back to the Sunmark 360. On this episode, FICO announced the new FICO 10 credit score last week. We'll share what you need to know and do if you're worried. We have some money moves to help you turbocharge your finances, and Sunmark is a sponsor of the Albany Patroons in 2020.
From the Sunmark Credit Union Content Studio, this is the Sunmark 360 with Glenn Stacey.
It's great to see you this week. I'm Glenn Stacey, and welcome to the Sunmark 360. From your finances and family to optimizing your health and lifestyle, you can look right here to the Sunmark 360 for useful tips and tools to help you come full circle and manage it all. FICO announced a new suite of credit scores this week, leading to the alarming headlines that you may have seen, warning that 40 million people could see their scores drop by at least 20 points. Now, that's scary if you think you'll be among them. But lost in the worry about FICO 10 is the fact that another 40 million will see scores increase by that much, and 110 million will see a difference of less than 20 points. Also, the scores are unlikely to be in wide use by lenders anytime soon. So here's what to know and to do if you're worried. First of all, what is the difference about the new score? Well, FICO updates its scoring models about every 5 years. The score that has many worried is the FICO 10T. T stands for trended data. It's a departure from previous versions because it looks back at up to 30 months of past credit data to predict a consumer's behavior. So if you think of the traditional FICO as a snapshot, the 10T would be more like a short video. So when are lenders likely to start using the new score? Well, the FICO 10 scores won't be available for use by the 3 major credit bureaus before summer. Adoption by lenders will take longer. So how will the FICO 10 likely affect your score? Well, remember that most people won't see a big change, but if you're among the 40 million who could see a drop of 20 points or more, that's significant. It could result in being denied for a loan or having to pay a higher interest rate. Your score is most likely to drop if you took out a personal loan to consolidate credit card bills, but now your credit card balances are up again, or it appears you have applied for additional credit. Or you're using credit cards to get by and you just can't seem to whittle the balances down, or they're growing. On the other hand, some people could see their scores rise by 20 points or more. Your score is most likely to rise if you've been penalized for occasional high balances. For example, if you typically vacation in July and put airline tickets, hotel, and meals on a credit card and then pay it off, then trended data won't penalize you as much. It looks at balances over time and sees you bringing a temporarily high balance down. If you're worried, what should you do differently now? Well, one is pay down balances on credit cards. Consistently high statement balances or rising balances can suggest financial difficulty. If you don't already have an emergency fund, start one now. If you have to turn to credit cards in an emergency, your rising balances could hurt your scores. And if you're thinking of consolidating credit card debt with a personal loan, avoid charging up the credit card balances again. FICO 10T will penalize you for that, so make sure you don't do it. So the next question is, how can you look good to FICO 10T? Well, here's a few ways that you can shine up your credit profile. They haven't changed. One is pay every bill on time. Number two, keep credit card balances low relative to your credit limits. And be judicious about applying for new credit. A flurry of new applications can suggest financial distress. And keep your old credit card accounts open. Unless you have a compelling reason to close them, such as a high annual fee, they can contribute to your overall credit limit, which benefits a large scoring factor called credit utilization. They also contribute to credit age, a minor factor in your score. The Albany Patroons professional basketball franchise will return for the 2020 season. The Patroons play in the Basketball League and won the league championship last spring over the Yakima Sun Kings on May 3rd. Sunmark is a proud sponsor of the Patroons 2020 campaign, which officially tips off with their first home game on February 1st against the Tri-State Admirals. Tip-off for the game is set for 7 p.m. at their home court inside the Washington Avenue Armory in downtown Albany. The Armory has been home of the Patroons since the team's original founding in 1982, and as part of the 2020 plan to enhance fan experience, additional parking will be available on game days. The Patroons are going to be playing 12 home games in the TBL's new 24-game regular season, and for more information about the Albany Patroons or to get tickets for the games, visit albanypatroonsbasketball.com. You may be doing all the right things when it comes to your savings, putting money aside from every paycheck, contributing to your employer's retirement plan, and diversifying your investments. But if you're concerned that these things might not be enough, Here are some money moves that you may not have thought of that could turbocharge your finances and set you up with financial security for life. There are two ways to increase your nest egg. One is to save more and make those savings work harder for you. So here are 4 ideas that will help you do both and get you thinking about how to save. Number 1, make your savings very hard to get at. One of the keys to growing your savings is to keep your money in an interest-bearing account and don't touch it. Or open a separate savings account. Don't get a debit card, and if possible, don't link it to your other accounts. When you want to deposit money, you can use mobile check deposits feature with Sunmark's online banking or visit a Sunmark branch. Number 2, control your debt. If your goal is financial security, debt has no place in your plan. A mortgage, car payment, and student loans may be somewhat unavoidable parts of life, but controlling the amount of money you pay for those loans can help you on your way to financial security. Keep an eye on interest rates too, so you'll know when it makes sense to refinance mortgage or student loans.
People refinance for a lot of different reasons, and interest rate is the most common. Interest rates are really low right now, so if you've purchased a home or refinanced years ago, most likely the interest rates today are a lot lower, and it's an opportunity to save money per month. People refinance also to lengthen their term or shorten their term. Mortgages, new mortgages give you an opportunity to go from a 15-year term back out to a 30-year, or if you have a 30-year mortgage, you can refinance it into a shorter term and pay your house off a lot faster. Another great reason to refinance is there's a lot of equity in people's homes. Homes have gone up in value in the last couple years, so it's an opportunity for people to refinance their mortgage and to take some cash out against the property as well. They can use that cash out to do home improvements, consolidate other bills, and they could really utilize that money for a lot of different personal items.
When your car loan is paid off, keep that car for another few years. Take the amount you are paying on your loan and deposit it into your savings account every month. Number 3, use your credit card. Now, this may seem like odd advice. After all, credit card debt is the biggest threat to financial security, right? Well, it can be, but credit card debt is different from credit card use. If you use your credit card for regular purchases and pay the balance off at the end of the month, it can actually help you save more. First, you'll need a credit card that pays you cash back, like Sunmark's Visa Signature Card. Then, you'll need to use your card for groceries, gas, and even monthly utility bills. And then, this is the most important step. You need to pay off the entire credit card balance before the due date. This way, you'll get cash back for what you've spent, but you won't pay any interest on your purchases. Now, the next most important step is to put the money you earn through cash back into your savings account. Don't let it sit there and just add up or use it for next month's balance. Put it into savings. And number 4, don't spend the fives. Here's a savings tip that works well if you use cash frequently. Every time you get a $5 bill, tuck it into a spot in your wallet and don't spend it. That's right. Every $5 bill you come across, just stash it away. Every so often, deposit them into your savings account. This works because $5 bills are less common than other denominations. As of December 31st, 2018, there were 3.1 billion $5 bills in circulation, according to the Federal Reserve. For comparison, there were 9.4 billion $20 bills and 12.4 billion $1 bills in circulation at that time. So tucking away your fives can be pretty painless. Be sure to create a budget for your expenses and see how much you can save and invest each month. And if you decide to commit to setting yourself up financially, you can see 12 more tips that can get you on your way on the Sunmark 360 page at sunmarkfcu.org/connect. Insecure passwords open all sorts of security holes and create many potentially very expensive problems for an IT organization. The city of Albany was subject to a cyber attack in March of 2019, and just recently the town of Colony was a victim, and Albany International Airport paid a 5-figure sum in Bitcoin to the hackers to regain access to its system from a Christmas Day attack, according to reports. As we approach National Change Your Password Day on February 1st, we talked to Craig DICKERT, Sunmark's business support specialist, about the importance of changing your passwords.
Think about a full phrase. Obviously, you can even put in spaces if you want to, but it's not necessary. So in other words, do something like, I love cats. But I love cats really isn't going to be as secure as you want it to be because it's all just letters. You really want to have some special characters in there as well, and throw some numbers in there, just to make it a little bit harder. I would not actually use passwords from multiple systems because once the thieves or the scammers have the key to the gate, they're going to try everywhere. They're going to go to Gmail and Yahoo. They're going to go to banking websites. They're going to try your username and password anywhere they can because they already have it. So once they're in, the floodgates are open. What I would recommend doing is switching the password up. Maybe if you're using a passphrase, change the wording around a little bit. I know that's a lot to remember, but There's also programs such as KeyPass, LastPass, things like that you can find online. Some of them are actually free, and a lot of them are available on your cell phone that you can actually use to just go ahead and save all of your passwords in that, so you don't have to remember them, because we have enough in life to remember besides passwords.
Ensure a good password strategy at work and at home. Your personal data is valuable, and having it stolen or compromised can open up a whole new set of hassles. Change those passwords today and make sure to change it to a new, strong, and unique password. Better safe than sorry. Whether you're watching at home or in the office, thanks for spending a few minutes of your day with the Sunmark 360. For more, you can find the Sunmark 360 page at sunmarkfcu.org/connect. Follow Sunmark on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. And contact the Sunmark 360 at sunmark360@sunmarkfcu.org. I hope you have a fantastic week, and we'll see you next time right here on the Sunmark 360. Don't forget to follow Sunmark and the Sunmark 360 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube.